I'm fed up with deception regarding the conflict between Israel and Palestine, and that's why I'd like to say a few words to clear things up. And we start with facts. Israel had existed on this territory for thousands of years before Arabs even emerged as a cultural religious group in 7th century AD. This is a historical, scientifically proven fact. Is every book in, and there is nothing to discuss here. Jews were conquered by Romans, ancient Egyptians, Turks, and at the end they fled and settled mainly in Europe. There, as we all know, they have been repeatedly discriminated, restricted, and hunted. From the end of the 19th century, Jews began to return to the former Israel, the territory renamed to Palestine by Romans in 125 AD, to punish Jews whom they were always fighting with. And Jews did not kick any Arabs, let alone fictional Palestinians, off the land. By the way, Palestinians are not a separate people in themselves, but a mix of Arabs from different countries. The Jews who arrived bought the land for themselves, bought by landowners, mostly Turks or Egyptians, and settled there. They brought technologies and money with. And just after them, they gained a bit of a foothold there and built something up on this swampy desert land. Arabs came from everywhere here up because they could have a better living standard with Jews than where they came from. And it hasn't changed with the time. As we see today as well, the Arabs are not able to organize satisfied life at home and like to immigrate to places where others are already building something up, like France or Germany, etc. By the way, there are close to 2 million Arabs living in Israel today. They can learn at school in Arabic language, they can practice Islam without any problems. And how many Jews currently live in Arab countries? In 1948, there were close 1 million Jews living there. And this year, they all were deported and chased off. All their wealth and money was being taken away, those Arabs, and rid themselves between 100 and 300 billion dollars in prices of 2008. In 1947, the time had come. The United Nations decided to provide to Jews a place in Palestine to build their own state. At the same time, so-called Palestinians received a certain area over there as well. And Jews immediately declared an independent state of Israel. But Palestinians did not, because they probably found unfair how the land was being divided. Jews and Palestinians both started from the same point. Israelis worked hard and built a modern, highly developed and rich country, and Palestinians remained where they started, at 0 point. Immediately after the declaration of Israel in 1948, Arab countries that united into a league of Arab nations tried to destroy the state of Israel through war, get rebuffed and lost. In total, with the support of the Soviet Union, they started war against Israel 3 times, with the same result, defeat. Ultimately, Israel occupied Palestine to protect itself with war victor's right. Somebody who get boiled over now, like what the fuck war victor's right, we are not in the Middle Ages, keep calm people and just look around. The USSR occupied German's territory, like for example Königsberg, with war victor's right, and nobody takes care about it. Or nowadays Russia, Crimea. In 90th, under the pressure, first of all, from the USA, Israel retreated from Palestine, and as we all see now, it was a tremendous mistake. Since then, Palestinians have not been held back by Israel, but by brotherly Arab countries. And they have not allowed them to be assimilated, even though they are the same people. They just don't want to have them. Palestine consists of two parts. And if there are a lot of terrorists and Islamists in the West Bank, but civilian administration there at least a little bit adequate. In Gaza Strip, on the other hand, where the terroristic organization Hamas had the rule, is an absolutely terroristic trash can. Their children are raised, started from the kindergarten, in hatred to Jews, and killing Jews and destroy Israel is instilled in them like the only goal of their lives. They get military training and turned into religious fanatics through Islamistic propaganda. Those living in misery and poverty are parasitizing on American, European, and Arab aid, are not doing anything productive, breed like rabbits, are supplied with water and electricity by Israel, are simply giving close to $2 billion a year by Israel, and are concentrating themselves exclusively on harming Israel and Jews. Like wild animals with rabies, they kept behind bars and trained by neighboring Arab countries and used as an instrument, as a weapon against Israel. And on October 7th, 2023, these animals came out. Like barbarians, they overflowed Israel. Young women and children been raped in mass. People been tortured and killed in cruel ways. Many are kidnapped. So far, we know about 1,400 Jews killed. You can't negotiate with animals with rabies. You can try to talk to them and convince them. They can only be eradicated once and for all. And that's what Israel has to do now to solve ultimately existential threat problem. And to those idiots who take to the street and demonstrate in support of Palestinians terrorists, I wish those you support will come to your home and do the same to you what they did to Jews in Israel. Bye.